Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Bodybuilding. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a question that was asked on my Patreon page, and I did answer this in the podcast at length. So if you guys want to tune into some of the Q&A type of stuff that I've got going on, you just go to Patreon. The link is in the description, and for only $5 a month, you do get access to the podcasts, right? All the current ones anyway. If you want the whole list of 22 so far that I have, then you just do the $20 per month, and then you get access to the entire library of the Natural Bodybuilding podcast. So yeah, the link is in the description. So anyway, this really cool patron, he basically asked me how to split up his body parts, or at least how to do his workout program if certain days of the week he works really long hours and his eating is not necessarily on point, and then other days in the week he has more time to train because his shifts are shorter and he is able to get in all his meals. So I think it's 4 or 5 meals. So the first thing I would say is that you only have so much energy to work with. So you don't want to push yourself in a way where it feels like you're obsessive compulsive, where you're just burning yourself out because you've used all your energy at work all day, and now you're going to feel obligated to perform a marathon type of workout, because you will burn out doing that, especially seeing as your diet is not perfect on those days. But one thing I would suggest is the priority principle for your body, which means, in my case, or at least in the way that I see it, is training the compound lifts with the top 3 largest body parts, which are, legs, chest, and back. Now I know legs encompass a number of different muscles, but it is pretty tough to isolate those puppies. But I would concentrate, if you have limited time because you're working a lot and you have a super long day and you still want to get in your training, I would concentrate on the chest, back, and legs, because in an auxiliary way, you do get some bicep training, some tricep training, and some delt training automatically in the mix from training the big 3. Now, I'm not talking about the big 3 exercises, although you could take it that way. But what I am saying is that doing some bent over rows, you're working lower back, you're working lats, you're working some traps, you're working rear delts, you're working a bit of biceps, right? Do some bench presses. And we all know that there's a number of different muscles involved in bench presses, including, of course, the chest, shoulders, and triceps. And then at the same time, you could do some even leg presses or walking lunges. Now, you could just do 2 or 3 sets of each of these body parts total and get a great workout, enough at least to maintain, if not gain, and to keep your body going and to remind the body to keep the muscle tissue and the glycogen in the area. And at the same time, because you're so focused in just getting these 3 lifts in, you may notice that you actually get a huge benefit from it. Now, back in the day, I trained a lot of chest, back, and leg days where I would do 4 days a week of just chest, back, and legs, and I only did 3 sets for chest, 3 sets for back, and 3 sets for legs, and I got massive benefit from it. So although the workout was only 45 minutes long, if not less, depending on the exercises that I chose, because with squats, you have to do more warm-ups, right? So with those 3 sets, I'm not including the warm-up sets. But even though the workout was so short, I got tremendous benefit from it. And even my training partner, his legs started to explode. They started to really grow, right? So don't underestimate short, intense, and frequent training. And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to do the marathon workouts to get a great benefit. As long as it's intense, as long as you make sure you're warmed up and you work with different rep ranges, you can get a tremendous benefit. So don't feel obligated to get in long workouts just to get some sort of benefit. Now, there is a time and place for higher volume, like I've spoken about. Sometimes you may feel that you need to challenge the volume side of things. But if your work schedule is so demanding, maybe that's not the right thing to concentrate on at that time. Now it's time to concentrate on the quick, the intense, and then get out and eat and get your sleep in, right? And that's the way that I would attack that problem if you don't have enough time to train a full workout. Sometimes the shorter, intense, and strategic choices of the exercises themselves can bring you way more benefit than just feeling obligated to do, earlobes and nose flexors and all the rest of it, right? And one of you guys asked if I was in the movie Wrongfully Accused. And the answer is to that, yes, I was. That was me back in 1997, running on the beach like a Baywatch lifeguard. Mountain. Thanks a lot for tuning in. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the Patreon supporters, and take care for now. Natural Gallant.